The South China Sea, spanning over 3.5 million square kilometers, is not just a vital trade route, it's a flashpoint for international disputes. Over the years, China has laid extensive claims over these waters, often clashing with neighboring countries like the Philippines. The recent hostilities, including aggressive maneuvers and confrontations, have prompted a united response. The U.S., Japan, and the Philippines initiated joint patrols, a move that underscores their commitment to maintaining freedom of navigation and deterring further aggression. This operation involved cutting-edge naval vessels, coordinated maneuvers, and strategic planning aimed at showcasing strength and unity. This collaboration goes beyond mere military drills. It reflects a deeper geopolitical alignment, particularly with the U.S. reaffirming its commitment to defend the Philippines under the Mutual Defense Treaty and Japan stepping up as a proactive player in the Indo-Pacific. The joint patrols are a reminder that alliances are not just symbolic, they are operational and ready to act when provoked. The United States deployed a reconnaissance aircraft while Japan and the Philippines sent Navy ships in a joint patrol in the disputed South China Sea on Friday, 2 days after the Allied forces condemned actions by Chinese Coast Guard vessels against Philippine patrol ships. The U.S. Indo-Pacific Command said the joint patrol was conducted in the Philippines' exclusive economic zone by allies and partners to uphold the right to freedom of navigation and overflight and other lawful uses of the sea and international airspace. Those phrases are used by the U.S., Japan, and the Philippines to oppose China's increasingly aggressive actions in the disputed waters. 2 Philippine security officials said the patrol was staged about 40 nautical miles, 74 kilometers, from Scarborough Shoal, a fishing area hotly disputed by Beijing and Manila off the northwestern Philippines. The 2 officials spoke on condition of anonymity because they didn't have authority to discuss such details publicly. China claims the South China Sea virtually in its entirety and has guarded it assertively with its Coast Guard, Navy, and suspected militia fleets. They have confronted forces from rival claimant states including the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Brunei. Indonesia also has had face-offs with Chinese Coast Guard ships escorting fishermen in the gas-rich Natuna waters in the southern fringes of the South China Sea. The joint naval patrol, the latest in recent months by the Philippines, the U.S., and their security partners, was delayed by several typhoons that battered the region and was not in reaction to a confrontation on Wednesday that involved Chinese and Philippine ships off Scarborough Shoal, the 2 Philippine officials said. The Philippine Coast Guard said Chinese Coast Guard vessels, backed by Navy ships, fired powerful water cannons and blocked and sideswiped a much smaller Philippine Bureau of Fisheries vessel escorted by Coast Guard ships off Scarborough Shoal. The Philippine vessels were delivering fuel, food, and other aid to Filipino fishermen in the shoal, which has been closely guarded by the Chinese Coast Guard since a tense 2012 territorial standoff with Philippine ships. The Philippine Department of Foreign Affairs protested the Chinese actions. The Chinese Coast Guard provided another account of the incident. It said the Philippine vessels encroached on China's territory, prompting it to take action. It said, without offering proof, that a Philippine vessel maneuvered in a way that led to a collision. The United States, Japan, the European Union, and other Western allies expressed alarm over the hostilities, which have increased in frequency since last year. Japan, which also has territorial conflicts with Beijing in the East China Sea, said the use of water cannon and obstructive maneuvers undermine the safety of ship and crew. Its ambassador to Manila, Endo Kazuya, said Japan upholds the rule of law and opposes any actions which increase tensions. The Philippine military says it has conducted a joint drill with the Japanese self-defense forces and the U.S. military in the South China Sea. The drill took place on Friday within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. It reportedly involved the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force destroyer Samudar and U.S. Navy patrol aircraft. It was the fifth time the three countries held what they call a maritime cooperative activity since last year. In Friday's drill, the three parties are said to have strengthened interoperability through confirming tactical and technical cooperation based on a joint plan. The activity is believed to be aimed at keeping China in check, given its increasing assertiveness in the area. On Wednesday, a China Coast Guard ship fired water cannon and sideswiped a Philippine government vessel within the country's exclusive economic zone. Such aggressive behavior has been increasing, including a Chinese Navy vessel closely chasing a Philippine patrol boat. The Philippine military said the joint drill is designed to protect freedom of navigation and all countries' maritime interests, and to support a free and open Indo-Pacific. While these joint patrols showcase unity, they also raise the stakes. The South China Sea is a hotspot for potential miscalculations. Experts warn that any incident could spiral into larger conflicts involving not just regional players but global powers. The road ahead is uncertain. As China continues to assert its claims, the U.S., Japan, and the Philippines are solidifying their resolve. The world watches closely, understanding that the South China Sea represents more than territorial disputes. It symbolizes the struggle for rules-based order in international waters. Whether this unity will deter further aggression or escalate tensions remains to be seen. One thing is clear: the balance of power in the South China Sea is shifting. Thank you for joining us on Global Watch. What do you think about the joint patrols in the South China Sea? Will they succeed in maintaining peace, or are we on the brink of something bigger? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on critical global issues. See you next time.